Welcome to Power Your Story, a podcast produced by high school students in Chicago. Enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and this is my first podcast. We're talking about dance and fitness. Welcome to the show. Can we have your name, please?
Of course. My full name is Ramón Muñoz Montes, but in America, in the United States, I go by Ramón Muñoz.
Nice name.
Thank you.
Where are you from and where are you based?
I was born in Mexico, and I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, United States.
What is the name of your business and what do you do?
The name of my business is Ramón Muñoz Dance Fitness, and we mostly look into movement, like Zumba classes, kids classes, quinceañera classes, stretch classes. But now we also sell clothes.
Do you speak Spanish?
I do speak Spanish, Jackie.
Just a little bit.
Muy bien, me parece muy bien.
Le voy a poner, te voy a pasar a Uriel.
Eso, vamos, Ariel.
¿Usted cómo comenzó el baile, dance? How did you get started dancing?
When you're in Mexico, at the age of 3 years old, they take you to church to say, thank you very much that I'm still alive, kind of thing. So my grandparent was a film editor, and he was recording the party. And there's a video of me dancing by myself, taking out my jacket and spinning it around, cussing it. So from then, I know that I will always dance since the age of 3. So since all my life, I danced.
Who inspired you to be a great dancer?
The thing about this one, I always like to dance, like I mentioned before. But in Mexico, my parents did not want to continue to dance. So I didn't really look more into dance. It wasn't until I came to the United States, and one of my college friends, she asked me to see her perform in her dance company in college. And that's what inspired me to become a professional dancer.
What kinds of music do you use in your classes and performances?
Yes. The range of music I have is very wide because I teach so many different types of dance. One of the biggest one is Latin music. And the ones that I like to perform that is not fitness is contemporary dance.
Your top favorite artist to dance to?
Okay, I think Miss Andrea knows this one already, but I love Shakira. She's my boo, and Carol G. So those are my 2 girls.
I like her. Yay.
I'm going to pass the mic to Leslie.
Thank you, Uriel.
When did you start teaching fitness classes?
My fitness class started in 2013.
What kinds of classes do you teach?
All right, well, I'm going to start with some ages. From ages 3 to 8th grade, we do a different range of dances like a creative movement, ballet, modern, hip hop, salsa. When we get to older kids or like adults, we do quinceañeras, which is, the preparation to become a lady for Latin people. Yes, right now I'm working in 2 quinceañeras, so it's a lot of dancing in my head. And lastly, the adults, we do the HIIT classes called Strong Nation. We do dance classes like Zumba, and we do stretch classes like circle mobility.
For your Zumba classes, do you make up those dances or do you learn them from other teachers on YouTube?
Awesome. Zumba is a very supportive family. You can just go and take the training and you can be a teacher for 1 year, or you can stay with your membership per month and always be a Zumba instructor. Zumba will send us dances with music and choreography every 2 months. But we have the choice to choose them, to not do them, to change some steps, to look at YouTube and get some steps. So we can do anything we want as long as we like to. As long as we have something good that we like for ourselves, we can teach it. It doesn't matter where we take it from.
Who helps you plan your dances or classes?
Usually nobody. It's basically just me. It's a one-man show. However, I do see the students that I have, and if I see them that they are struggling on something or they're excelling on something, I'll definitely put more work into whatever they want to do. So we can make it a good time, for everybody.
How else do you get inspired for your dances? For example, movies, artists, or songs?
Yes, I definitely keep my eyes open for anything I get distracted very easily. Like in school, I was like, oh, what? So anything is really inspireful. I love seeing train tracks. I don't know why that inspires me. You also inspire me seeing other people dance in my class. Some people, they just let go and start moving their arms high up. And I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. So then I add that to my dance steps. So everything is an inspiration, but especially other people.
That's nice. Now I'm gonna pass it to Emilio.
All right, Leslie. Thank you so much for asking your question.
You're welcome.
Ramon, how often do you work out and what are your favorite ways to exercise?
Well, this one is two in one because I teach dance fitness. So then I'm already working out when I teach those classes. It's usually cardio that I do and body weight, doing push-ups and crunches. I don't do a lot of lifting weights, but that's how I get into shape.
Why is it important to work out?
It's important to work out because we need to move our bodies. For example, right now, what are we doing?
We do many kinds of workout like the treadmill, the bikes,
Yes.
push-ups, the jumping jacks, the mats.
Emilio loves to work out. You should know that. His favorite place is the gym.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
See, that's, you know how you move your body in so many different ways. That's what we want to do because our body is able to do all that. People that don't exercise, they stay still for a long time. Like where we're typing, we're just sitting here. So we get stiff. So it's important to move our limbs so we can have everything that we can with our body.
Yes. Yes.
Our body is a machine.
It can be, but you got to take care of that machine. Otherwise it will rust and it will be over.
How else do you take care of your body and stay healthy?
Yes. Staying hydrated for sure. Going for long walks without any music. I listen to a lot of music all the time. So sometimes I do need to just not have any music, focus on myself. So that's how I do take care of myself, just by giving some downtime.
What do you hope students experience or take away from beginning in your class?
I would like the students to feel confident, for them to see that they can do other things with their body that they were not able to think of doing before.
Frederick, it's your turn.
How did you use social media to share your career in your class?
Well, social media is, it's a very good platform. Just like right now, we're all talking, but we're in the computer. Everybody's in their own house. So for me to put stuff on social media is for them to see me without having to come to my class. I usually post things that I do in my classes, such as little clips of my dances. And hopefully they will be like, oh, that was really cool. I wish I can do that. And that will inspire them to come over and join the class. A lot of times I ask my students to take a picture all together so they can see that they will not come and be by themselves, that there is a family that they can be part of.
What do you need to make a great video online?
The perspective of the video. Like, you cannot just record here and that's it. Boring. People will swipe. You got to have different shots. You have to keep it moving, cool transitions, but just keep moving different angles of the camera. For example, when I record a dance, I record it 3 times. 1 time just the camera in front of me, 1 time from the side, 1 time for the other side. And then when I edit it, I put a little bit of every single camera. And then when you see it on social media, you see it click in different ways. So people are like, and they don't want to swipe.
Okay. Where did you get your Zumba clothes?
Zumba clothes, I can find them at zumba.com. And as an instructor, I have some selections that are only for instructors. And you guys as students have some clothes, but I have more to choose from.
How do the Zumba clothes look like? Do they look like gym?
I'm going to show you a little bit. So these are Zumba clothes. What you want to have in Zumba is always very bright colors so the students can see you. In Zumba, like I said, we don't use words. We just got to move. So we have to be very bright so that people can see who the teacher is. So if you see a lot of people with bright colors, most likely they're Zumba instructors. This is our logo. And I don't know if you noticed when we were doing this, that's it. So that's at First on Dancing. And we call this step Beto Shuffle. Beto is the owner and the creator of our Zumba. So that is the Zumba clothes. The RMDF, they're Similar, like this one is for Valentine's Day, so we put some hearts. It says Zumba, so we can keep it nice and cute. And now I have like this new crop top hoodie. And you know, I always want to have peace, so I tell people peace. And they have the RMBF in the back. And I also have the label right here on the sleeve. This is Ramón Muñoz.
Is that your real writing, Ramon?
No, this is you trust me, you don't want to have my handwriting here. And I have the logo on the hoodie too. And that's me jumping. And I took this picture actually here in Chicago, downtown. Yeah, I just moved to Chicago 6 years ago. So I wanted to make my brand. So I went and I did a jump, and then that jump became a logo. Then the logo became my brand. And then I started teaching in other states, and then I started making clothes. And now here we are doing interviews.
How long did you spend every week teaching and preparing your outfits and choreography and growing your business?
This is a really tough question because I'm an entrepreneur, meaning I take care of my own business. So there's no clock that I can go in and say, oh, today I'm going to start working and I'm going to stop, because there's so many ideas always happening in my brain. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I think of that choreography. So then I take like 30 minutes to start dancing, coming out with a choreography, but that doesn't happen every day. So I'm going to give you a range of around 30 hours, me teaching and coming out with choreography a week, minimum. I'm sure it's like a lot, like 60 hours, but
okay.
30.
How you want people to think of Ramon's Dance and Fitness when they see you online?
I want them to see me as my slogan. And my slogan is fit and fearless. So I want people to think that I'm a fearless and I'm just a fit guy. And I think I look the part.
Yeah, you did. I saw it.
Yes, there you go.
I'll pass the mic to Jonas.
What is your best active voice to make a popular video on social media?
It's similar to the other question that I have answered before. You just have different angles on your videos. Also post it on your stories. Use hashtags. You should definitely click on that hashtag that you want to use and see who else is using that hashtag. And maybe following them. When you follow somebody, they like, I don't know that person. Why are they following me? So they go into your profile and they want to check you out. And maybe if you are interested to them, they will become friends.
Really? I agreed. How can someone become a dance fitness teacher?
A dance fitness teacher, there's two ways. One, you can go to like a dance fitness program like Zumba, Work, or Mixed Fit, where they will teach you the format of a dance fitness class according to their own genre. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is if you already had dance classes, when you were a kid, you had like jazz, ballet, modern, and all the dance classes. There is a training that you can do by yourself called group exercise training. And they will give you a layout of what does your body needs to do in order to exercise. Then it's your job to put that plus your dance, combine them and create your own. But like I said, that's a lot of work. So you can do that, or you can go to a Zumba. They will teach you, and every month they will send you information so you can always learn and be the best that you can be.
What are good ways to keep your energy high when you are dancing so much all the time?
Definitely staying hydrated. The fortunate thing about dance fitness and my persona, and even if I'm exhausted, because they are a lot of times, I come to class exhausted, but the music plays and I see that person smile and forget about it. I'm no longer tired. I just receive the energy that they send me. And I don't need coffee. I don't need anything. I just need to do what I love, and it's to dance.
Right then, how do you stay positive when you have challenges?
Definitely, I have grown up to say, hey, I need a moment. I can maybe step out. If it's possible, I'll step outside of the room. If I cannot step outside the room, if I have to stay in class, the best thing that anybody can do is to breathe. So I take deep breaths, exhale it out. I'll do it while I'm dancing, like, oh, I'm so angry. And then I just go, and then, okay, back
Right,
to it.
I understand. Let's open it up to our producers for questionings.
Ramón, ¿usted cómo comenzó el Zumba de baile?
El Zumba.
Ajá.
Yo trabajaba en un estudio de baile donde enseñaban las clases de Zumba, pero yo solamente era recepcionista. Ese estudio iban a crear un estudio nuevo solamente para fitness y dijeron, hey, necesitamos otro maestro de Zumba, ¿puedes volverte maestro de Zumba? Y yo dije que sí. Para volverte maestro de Zumba solamente es un día por 6 horas. Entonces ya el otro fin de semana yo ya estaba enseñando clases en el nuevo estudio. Mi maestro.
Porque nunca había visto Zumba así más avanzado, siempre ha visto el básico.
Pues es que hay una gente que hace cosas que en verdad no son Zumba, pero le llaman Zumba. Ya. Le voy a traducir esta respuesta a todos los demás, ¿ok?
Sí, está bien.
Okay. The question was, how did I get started in Zumba? And I was letting them know that in the studio that I was working at, they already had Zumba classes, and I was just a front desk person. And they were going to open a new fitness studio, and they asked me to become a Zumba instructor so I can do it in the next, in the new building. The Zumba training is 6 hours long for one day. So in the following week, I was already teaching my classes, and that's how I started.
My question is, what also do you dance move?
I just got myself a scooter. I'm renting the scooter, by the way. Don't get too excited. But it's that one that you stand up and it's automatic. I live near Lakeview, so I love taking rides. I put my big speaker on my chest. So if you hear loud music, most likely that's me.
You're that guy.
Yep. That's me.
Mr. Ramón, ¿usted tiene una clase de Zumba aquí en Chicago como un salón?
Yo trabajo para diferentes gimnasios. No tengo mi propio estudio. Pero cuando tenga uno, te voy a dejar saber.
Sí, yo me llamo Uriel.
Sí, ya te vi diciendo tu nombre en la pantalla. Uriel Sánchez.
Sí.
He's asking me if I have my own studio, and I told him I work for other gyms.
Do you ever want to have your own studio, or do you Okay.
Yes, definitely. I want RMDF to be known in Chicago, just like you guys know Geoffrey Ballet or anything else. Yeah, I want to build the biggest dance studio in Chicago because there's the places here in Chicago, if they're not gyms, if they're small little studios. And that doesn't work for me. We need to have big stuff. Because, hello, this is Chicago. Everybody comes to Chicago. So we need to have a venue that we can present big stuff.
¿Cómo haces mucho ejercicio, Ramón?
¿Cómo lo hago? Pues
¿Vas al gimnasio?
Sí, te digo, es que yo no voy a ejercitarme yo solo, yo voy a mis clases de ejercicio y mientras enseño estoy ejercitándome. Pero no me da tiempo ahorita para hacer mis propios ejercicios solo porque no tengo tiempo. Entonces nada más hago ejercicio durante mis clases.
How long you been dancing?
Since the age of 3. So, oh gosh. 20 years. Oh, no, wait, no, 30 years.
30 years.
There is anything else you want to share?
Yeah, just a little advice. When you try anything, it can be dance or anything in the world. Just try things 3 times. Because honestly, the first time you're not going to be very good at it. The second time, you kind of starting to understand things. And the third time, you really do your best. So if you go somewhere or you do something and you're like, oh, I can't do that, don't give up. Try it 2 more times.
Thank you so much for joining us on Power Your Story. We will link to your website in the show notes for this episode.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Have an awesome day.
Oh, you guys do too.
Power Your Story podcast is produced by students with production support from the Creative Impostor Studios.
Follow Power Your Story in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite listening app.
Find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at Power Your Story Podcast.
Thank you for listening. Ciao.